All right. Seven wonders of the world, except these are the new ones. Tier list,
The modern wonders, everyone's
as
favorite.
some would refer to it, or most, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
But
I don't
moving
know if
on,
I'd call these modern, but
they're new-ish.
so we just going from left to right. Is there
Yeah,
what's
so we're gonna start off with we'll start off with Machu Picchu.
yeah? I mean Machu Picchu. I
I
mean
think
I
it's pretty sick. Visually, it's stunning.
I mean it's pretty much just like a, if I remember, it's just like village, temple, farm type stuff on top of a mountain.
It's the mountain that I think makes it stunning, to be honest.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But I would say as a wonder,
Yeah, it's not
I
very wondrous, I guess I would say. You could
I
almost argue like a C or a B.
I'd probably put it B.
B.
I would say B.
I think the natural beauty is what helps it out, but in
Yeah.
terms of everything else, it doesn't have a whole lot going for it. If
Yeah,
it
I mean the temples and
wasn't,
stuff, very nice, very cool. But
no,
like I feel
yeah,
like the main draw, people think Machu Picchu, they think the mountain.
yeah, yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Next up, we have Cristo Redentor.
Yep, the Jesus statue of Brazil. Very famous.
Yeah,
Pretty much
very
anytime
famous.
a movie shows Brazil, they have to show this statue.
Yeah, I would say simply because I mean, obviously, all this stuff is pretty much still here. Obviously, it's a little run down, but just I think you see this probably the second most in cinema. Actually, no,
Yeah.
probably it's probably got the most in
In
cinema.
culture, I'd say it's probably, well, I'd probably put it second. Maybe even third.
Yeah, I think it would be an A tier though, simply because you still see it all the time in
Oh
like
yeah, no, it's
movies, like
super
modern movies
iconic.
and stuff like that. Very iconic. Everybody knows it. They might not know the name of it, but they
Everyone
know of
knows
it.
it as the Jesus statue.
Exactly. Everybody knows it. For that, I
Yeah,
think we put it in
I'd
A
say
tier. I don't know.
easy A tier, easy.
Okay. Great Wall of China. So I have two opinions about this. And it's going to be interesting because they're on total opposite sides of the spectrum.
Okay.
I could see someone easily putting this in D tier simply because it's a really big fucking wall. But I could also see somebody putting it in S tier simply because it's a really big fucking wall.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I could easily see it going in either or. Depending on the type of person you are, I could see just being like, it's just a fucking wall. It means nothing. Just put it in D. But I would be one to put it in S simply because, although it's a wonder of the world and a lot of people know about it, everybody. I knew about this whenever I was like 7 years old.
It
Everybody
is
knows about the
very
Great Wall of
iconic.
China, and the fact that it's like, oh, you can see it from space.
Okay, I was actually gonna bring that up. Of that, I think it
That's
should be
pretty sick.
lowered because people say that, but it's not true.
That's
You
fair.
can't actually see it from space. That's a lie.
That's fair. So do you think it's another? If we're not going S, which I think it could easily be an S, simply because of its purpose too, to keep the Mongols from fucking taking everything. Um,
Of which it's the, I mean,
Debatable if it
it.
really did.
So the point of it wasn't to stop the Mongols; it was to slow them down, and in that case, it succeeded. But the Mongols
Hmm.
still ended up taking China, so how
So
much did it really
that's
help?
that's also true. That's also true. I mean, it's
um,
also cool that you can legitimately walk on it. Not a
yeah.
lot of these wonders you can actually go walk on. I mean, obviously with Christo, you can walk up to it and stuff like that, but you can't like
Can you
physically
go
go
to
touch it and everything.
can you go walk around Machu Picchu? I'm pretty sure you can.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure you can go to all of these.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't know.
The only
Maybe
one I
Machu Picchu you can.
the only one I
The only
think
one
you
that I know
might
you're
be able.
100% not allowed into, though, you're not allowed into the Colosseum. You're not allowed to walk on Chichen Itza.
Yeah, I was about to say Chichen Itza. I don't think you can go like on the steps.
Are you allowed to go into the Taj Mahal? I don't
I mean,
think
the Taj
so.
Mahal also includes the outer area by the reflective pool, kind of like the
Yeah.
was it the Washington Monument or the Lincoln
Mm-hmm.
Memorial?
No, yeah.
Like the reflective pool is kind of part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the Statue of Liberty, Great Wall of
Everybody knows,
China.
yeah. Very similar.
I yeah, very. I was looking at Cristo, and I just saw a
Yeah.
giant man. Um, now, but Great Wall of China. If you're debating S or A, I would say put it in A because that'd be sort of meeting in the
That's
middle.
fair.
I was gonna say C.
Okay, so you're more on the first side of the spectrum, where it's really
Yeah,
just a
I don't.
big fucking wall.
Yeah, I just see it as a big fucking wall, and I don't see it as
Well, then you know
that
what?
impressive.
What we'll do is this then.
I would say
I
A is a good
will.
spot for it, though. I
I
would say it's
say
definitely in
I
terms
would
of how
concede and say
iconic
we
it
meet in
is.
the middle. Let's just go B.
How about B above Machu Picchu?
Fair. I can go. I can concede to that. I mean, it's one of the things too, because you see it all the time, and obviously you see a lot of these in movies. Or not really. I mean, you really just kind of see Cristo. You'll see the Great Wall of China a lot. You don't see the Taj Mahal a whole lot, but you see the Colosseum a shit
I
ton,
mean,
and there's movies about people
I don't know.
in
You
the
see, the
Colosseum.
Taj Mahal pops up a pretty good amount. Or if it's
I
not the
wouldn't. I
Taj
don't think.
Mahal,
I
it's
don't think it
very.
shows up more than the Colosseum, Cristo,
Oh
or the Great
no,
Wall.
definitely not.
I don't think it shows up anymore.
But
Those.
I'd say it still pops up in quite a few movies. Or if it's not there itself, it's a Taj Mahal inspired building.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think as far as Great Wall of
So,
China goes, I can deal with B.
and
B's
I
fine.
guess we should say Great Wall. We would put it high B, low A, so it could go bottom of A or
Mm-hmm.
top of B. So
Mm-hmm.
wherever
Yeah.
you feel like it should go.
Mm-hmm.
So
How
it's
long is the Great
interchangeable.
Wall of China?
Pretty long, pretty
Well,
long.
I know that. I'm gonna look it up right now. How long is the Great Wall of China?
13,000 miles.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
So
13,000 miles.
maybe we ought to just go ahead bump it
Yeah,
low A,
low A.
just on sheer length.
Thirteen thousand mile wall is
Although
fucking
it
huge.
has the length, it is lacking in girth though.
That is true. That is true.
We'll leave it low A
It's
for
got a
now.
big case of pencil dick, is what it's got.
We'll leave it
But
low A for now. We'll come back to it at the end.
okay. Next up, Taj Mahal.
So I actually
Taj
really like the Taj
Mahal.
Mahal.
I do like the look, but to me,
The,
I
yeah,
put it in B. It's not. I like the
I was
look, but
also
I'm
going
not
to
in
say
love
B.
with it.
I was
Okay,
also going to
perfect.
say
Then we
B.
can agree. Then we can agree on that. It's not. It's a
It's
nice
not
look, but
amazing,
it's not
but it's not
great or
bad.
anything like
It is
that to
still
me.
a really beautifully designed structure.
No, 100%. I agree. If we're going just off the structure, I think it's a B. If we go off of obviously like the reflective pool
Yeah,
and everything
if
like
you
that, how
include
that
the
looks
curtilage
around it,
around it, so including like the
hmm
pillars, the pool,
yeah, I think
I
the
would say
whole atmosphere is really cool.
yeah. So I would say if you count just the building C, if you count everything included in the area, which I feel like if you're doing that for
I feel like you
Machu
have to.
Picchu, you kind of have to for Taj Mahal. Like if you include the mountains and all that
Yeah,
stuff, you have
that's
to
true.
include the outer
That's true.
areas. So
Mhm.
I would say Taj Mahal B tier.
Okay, perfect. Coliseum for me, easy S.
Yeah,
Easiest S
it's gotta
ever.
be.
Easiest S ever. It's
It
just where people went and fucking fought. It's like the first stadium ever.
Yeah, I mean they also I believe one time they flooded it to have
Mm-hmm.
a boat battle.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember reading something about that. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I remembered reading a thing that happened one time.
But even if it's not true, just all
The fact that that kind of
everything,
story could pop up
people
about
just
it.
no, yeah, and the fact that people just went in there and it's just a place everyone went. It was like a giant. It's like a sports stadium. The very first sports stadium. Everyone would go there, and you just watch people just fucking battle.
Yeah, I mean
See dudes
people
fight
think
tigers and lions and shit like that.
and like the Roman Empire, one of the most popular points of history ever.
I would argue the
People
most
think
popular.
Rome, one of the first things that pop up is the Colosseum.
Oh yeah,
It's
one
gotta be.
hundred percent.
It's gotta be.
I think that's the easiest S out of this whole entire list.
Yeah. Honestly, out of the modern ones, like, there's not really any low tiers, I would say. Except, well, we'll get there.
Well, yeah. Where are
So,
we putting this?
the Petra. So, I don't know your opinion.
This
It's like literally like a building or city like carved into the side of a mountain in the Middle East. I actually really like it.
really?
I really like the Petra.
See, to me, I can understand how people would like it, but I'm just not very impressed with it because they just carve shit into a rock. It's built into the, which is like it's cool, but like I don't know. It's not as impressive to me as some of these other ones are. But I guess I could also agree they're building into a rock where the people in Machu Picchu just built fucking next to it. So I mean, I guess I could put that in B.
I
I'm
I
waiting
I
to
I
hear
can
your
I can handle a B. I'd put it in A, but
really
I
explain
can.
why. You could change my mind. You could change my mind. I'm open to it. I don't know a whole lot about this one, so you tell me.
So I mean it's literally just a giant, like, I believe it's a mausoleum. I could be wrong about that though. But it's just a giant ass structure carved out, which you know, I'm just saying the fact that they were able to carve that level of detail into the side of a mountain. And they do like I believe they do like festivals and stuff around it. So it's like
Hmm.
a lot of time there'll be like nighttime photos taken of it with like a bunch of
Okay.
like lights and stuff outside, like all over the place.
Hmm.
There's a lot of statues and stuff carved in there as well.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm a bit biased, but I don't know. I really like the Petra. I think
Okay.
really solid design,
So not
interesting
having seen
idea.
a whole bunch of photos and stuff like that on it and really seeing it, like I really don't know much about this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look up some photos of it real quick. Fucking hell. If I can drag it over to my next fucking monitor, I will. Jesus Christ. Um okay. Petra. Oh, okay.
It says that for $70 you can go inside the lost city of the Petra.
Okay. Never mind. From the photo that's shown here, it only shows about like half of it. Actually looking and seeing all the detail that they put into it and how it looked. Yeah, okay. No, I can see the A. A's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. 100%. Because if you look, you can also take a look at photos inside Petra, and
Yeah,
even the flooring and
you can go
stuff like
inside.
that. It's all
It's like you're
really
literally
detailed.
walking through time to like an ancient like town.
Hmm. No, yeah, and I think the fact too that you can go inside it always helps. It
Oh yeah.
helps. It helps plead your case so easy. I mean, obviously you can't go inside the Colosseum, but the Coliseum is a fucking Coliseum. It's easy S tier for me. But I
Oh
can
yeah.
definitely put not Machu Picchu, fucking Petra in A. All right, Chichen Itza D tier. Don't give a fuck about it.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Does not look
I
cool. It looks like a
it's
shitty pyramid.
Yeah, I mean it's just a pyramid with a small structure at the very top. That's really all it
My
is.
thing is this too. The Egyptians did their pyramid way earlier, and it's way bigger, and it looked way nicer in my opinion. It's already been done. Granted, they didn't know that at the time, but
Yeah, I mean maybe you could go up to see like if you were able to like go inside and all that kind of stuff, but
you can't.
you I mean there's a lot of
You
like
can't do any
tourist
of it.
photos of people climbing on it,
Yeah, but then they get the shit beat out of them by
but
security because they're not supposed to go on it.
uh so technically it's illegal
I
to go
just
up there,
can't put
but
it very high. I just can't put it up
yeah,
there
I
very
mean
high. I mean, granted, it's in better condition than the pyramids of Giza right now, but I mean, of course it would be. It
I mean there's some
was made
interesting
way
things
later.
about it, but I don't know. It's just like if we were including F tier, I wouldn't put it in F. But I would
You
say
know, it
it's
wouldn't go
definitely the weakest of the seven, for sure.
100%. I mean, because didn't they just use it for like they do like sacrifices on there or some shit like that? I have no
Um,
idea. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know visually and everything like that. It's just I don't even really know what its purpose was. If it was just another tomb or something like that, then yeah, it's definitely D tier. I mean, if they're doing sacrifices, I guess that's kind of cool, but it still doesn't move it out of D for
I
me.
mean, like I've seen some like different things about what it possibly was used for. Some say that it was used like for their calendar system because they use their temples for their calendars.
Hmm.
So maybe it was, part of the Mayan calendar system. Some say it was just like a major place for like trade and that kind of stuff. Some say it was a temple to the sky and creator god, so you could think basically like the statue of Zeus. Um,
Hmm.
and it says if that was the case, then they sacrifice people.
Yeah,
But I
but
mean, it
either way, I think it's just D tier for me. It's just very underwhelming to me. It doesn't like scream any like sort of like beauty to it or anything like that to me. It's just very blah, or at least like the Taj Mahal. It visually, I think it looks stunning. Same with Machu Picchu. Everything else has a certain like look to it. I mean, the only one that you could argue may not have a crazy look to it would be Cristo, but with just how iconic Cristo is, it has to be A. Colosseum, same thing with just how iconic it is. And I also think that Colosseum looks sick as fuck.
yeah. Okay, so let's loop back to it.
Okay.
Great Wall.
Yeah.
Are you good with its placement?
The more I think about it, with it being 13,000 miles, that's really cool. But with it being 13,000 miles long and you still weren't able to stop or slow the Mongols enough for you guys to actually fucking not get your shit pushed in, what the fuck was the point?
I mean, I'm
You
still
did
okay
all
with
that
A.
work
I'm
and it
still okay
still
with
didn't do
A,
shit.
but I think definitely bottom of A.
Bottom of A, honestly, I mean, the only thing that's saving the Great Wall of China would be how well known it is.
Yeah.
Because it's probably the third most well known, I would say. I mean, I think Colosseum's definitely the first. Actually, maybe the second, because Cristo, although people know about it, they might not know the name. Great Wall of China, everybody knows the name of the Great Wall of China. But Cristo wasn't made to stop Mongols or slow them down. This was. And although it slowed them down, didn't do a pretty good fucking job because they still got their shit pushed in. I'm
That's
honestly
fair.
looking more towards moving it down to B, potentially C.
Really?
Yeah, because just now that I'm really thinking about it too, I mean, the whole reason why I was thinking maybe putting it in S because it's a really big fucking wall. It didn't do its fucking purpose well enough. It didn't slow them down long enough for them to be able to fucking win anything. And aside from that, I kind of subscribe to the fact that it is just a really big fucking wall. Anybody could build a really big fucking wall.
But to be fair, they built a really big fucking wall that was built to last.
That's true. So I'll tell you what, I don't think it should be an A because I don't think it's the same caliber as these two. I'm willing to put it in front of B.
Okay, yeah. Because I
If we can agree on that. If not, I mean, if you can convince me, I'm willing to put it down a little bit lower. But I think it's still a little bit better than Machu Picchu and Taj Mahal. Maybe not visually, but it's a 13,000-mile wall built to last, and it did technically accomplish its mission in slowing them down because it did slow them down,
it slowed them
but
down, just
obviously not
not
long
enough to
enough.
save them.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that placement. Top of B.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's good. We may do one ranking all of them if we're up for it. We don't know, but if you guys wanted to see the original Seven Wonders of the World, that'll be over on Austin's channel.
Yep, 7
Um,
ancient wonders.
the Ancient Wonders, yep, that'll be on Austin's channel, and find that. Austin, let them know where. Obviously, your YouTube. I don't know if you want to pronounce it and spell it for the people because they might not know, but there you go. It'll also be in the description. So,
That is true. Yes.
but all right, I think that's it.